Hello viewers, my name is Prince. Welcome to my channel. During this session we are going to talk about how to retrieve the data from a particular table that is located in a website. This can be achieved with Python GUI and Selenium package. Before starting that, you should have Selenium package installed. I can show you how to install a package. This is pretty simple. Let's go to the command prompt, and you would be knowing where your Python program is located. In my computer, Python program is located in the C drive. There's a folder called scripts in the Python folder, and install the Selenium using pip install Selenium. I have the package already installed, so it may not install now. So it says requirement already satisfied. It means that I have Selenium package already installed in my computer. So I can close this. So the first step is to import the packages. Import Selenium. Then we are going to read a particular row from the table and write the values of the row into an Excel file. So we need to have Xlwt package, which is required to write the files into an Excel file. We need to have a driver to get the website and do some operations on that. From Selenium import web driver. Now what I can do, I need to create a driver instance, which can be done by driver webdriver.chrome, because I am using Chrome instance, and I need to specify the path where the Chrome driver is located. So I need to give that in double quote / Chrome driver.exe. Okay, now we have the driver instance. I have got a website which is w3schools.com, and it has a table in it. So this is the tutorial website, so I have taken this website to get a particular row from a table. So this is the table I'm talking about, and I'm going to retrieve this particular row from this table. We have the driver instance, so with driver.get, I need to get this website. Okay, so once it gets the driver with this website, we can have control of all elements which are located in this page. From here we need to get the XPath of this table, which can be done by using this arrow button, so that whenever you click here, Let me see. I'm opening it freshly, so this can be done by using inspect. This is the complete page, table, and we are concerned with only this particular row. So I'm going to copy the XPath of that, and you can install a XPath helper Chrome extension. So I'm going to use that. So the XPath for this particular element is this one. I need to have the complete row. So there are many ways you can retrieve the data, but I'm going to show a simple way that anyone can understand. So this would give me the complete row. You can see here the value of this particular rows here. So I'm going to copy this and keep it separately. And whenever we are accessing an element from page, some websites it may take longer than we think to load. So in such scenarios, what we can do, we can use a WebDriver. Wait, this is a constructor which takes two arguments. The first argument is the driver instance, driver, comma, second is the delay. Delay is in seconds, so I'm giving 10 seconds. And what I'm going to do, we are going to wait until this element is appeared. So it can be done by using until. Okay, we need to have this class available prior to that. From Selenium dot WebDriver dot support dot UI import WebDriver wait. So we are using the same WebDriver here, and there is another one class from Selenium. So I can copy this WebDriver common dot by import by and using the support import expected conditions as easy. So it is a short form of that. Now what I'm going to do, easy dot visibility of element located by dot xpath comma, I'm going to use this xpath, so I can put it in a single quote. Okay, I'm using this statement to wait until the page is loaded completely. So until this element appeared on the page. Now I have the page available, so I need to loop through this. As I told, 3 is the third row, 1, 2, 3, and I need to get the element of that, right? So slash td of 1 gives me this value. So I need to keep this value as a variable. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a for loop. So we know how many rows we need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Where in range, so we need 1 to 7, so 1, so it is incremented by 1 and it is from 1 to 7, and I'm keeping it in a variable called path underscore var equal to so this is one string plus var is a integer value, so I'm going to convert that to string because the rest of the data is in string format. Plus string of this var, which is nothing but 1 to 7, and plus this bracket is required to have a complete path. So now using the driver, there is a function called find element by xpath. Find by xpath. It takes xpath as an argument. As we have got already the xpath, I am passing this variable as an argument. So dot, I want the text which is located in that element, so I use text. So I'm going to store it in a variable called value underscore var. Now we have got the xpath and we have got element and we know the value at the element. Now when it iterates we will get the complete row. Now what I'm going to do, I need to write the values which I got from this into an Excel. That's why I imported this Xlwt package here, and I'm going to create a workbook book equal to xlwt.work book. So I'm setting the encoding as UTF-8, creating a variable write underscore sheet equal to book dot add underscore sheet, which is the function used to add a sheet. So I can just specify whatever the sheet name I want. So basically this is the sheet name we are concerned with. So I can specify output sheet. Okay, so now we have to keep in mind before where we want to write the values in this Excel sheet. So I will explain you how these cells are organized, I mean with respect to row and columns, because we need to have this row and column variable so that it can access to that particular cell and writes the value. So this cell represents 0, 0. This means this row is 0 and the column is 0. This cell is nothing but 0, 1, whereas row is 0, column is 1, and it keeps on going. So when it comes to the column side, this is the second row, so which is nothing but 1, 0 and 2, 0, and this keeps on going. So the first attribute is for row and the second one is for column. So we got the values from the table. Now I am going to write this to the Excel. So what I'm going to do, suppose there are cases where it will not have a valid value. I'm going to try that using try. I'm going to use the same thing. I'm going to wait WebDriver until easy of element located by path, and this is the so this should be under this, because first we need to know whether the it has a valid path and present or not. So I'm using this path var over here instead of this. So it will wait until this path is present over there, and then I am going to retrieve the value. So now I have got the value. Now I need to write the values to the Excel. So I'm using this Excel write dot write. It takes 3 arguments. The first one is row, the second one is column, and the third one is the value, which is nothing but values.var. When I first iterate, I would be getting this value. When I second time when I iterate, I would be getting this value. Third time, this value. So I need to keep on writing. So this 2 should go to here, and this customer name Anna should go here. For that, what I'm going to do, I need to increment the column. Here, column equal to column plus 1. I'm incrementing the column. Before that, we need to initialize row and column to 0. So when it comes over here, the first time the row is 0 and the column is also 0, which points to this. And when it iterates through the loop, the second time it would be row will be 0 and the column will be 1. So because I'm incrementing as soon as I am done with this statement. Now what can be done? Except I will write as not available. So this is the way of handling the exception here. So this remains same, and then write NA. So we need to have NA in all the cells. So I'm using it here within the for loop and incrementing the column. Job is done. Now we need to close the browser. Close. Okay. So you can see here what are the things I have done. I have imported Selenium, which is mandatory. Import Xlwt to write the values into the cells, and these are the classes which are required for doing some sort of activities like waiting for the element to be appeared and so on. So I'm creating a book, workbook, and adding a sheet with the name of output. Now creating the driver instance using the WebDriver and accessing the particular website, which is here W3 schools, and waiting for this element to be located. This I'm doing to ensure that particular table is present. Even I can skip here. So this represents the table. So I need to ensure before retrieving the values whether we have the proper table or not. This can be confirmed by using this XPath finder. Yeah, so this is the whole table. So by doing this, we can make sure there is a table by this XPath. Okay, so not only that, finally we have to save this book. It can be done before to that dot save. So this would be the file name of the Excel file. Just I can specify output.xls, and whichever the format you want, extension you want, you can use either XLS or XLXS. So you can see here if there is already an Excel file output present in the current directory where you are keeping this Python file, it would overwrite that. If it doesn't exist, it would create the file name with output. Now let me run it. Okay, it's done, and an output file is created here. Let's see what it is holding. See, so all the values which are present in that particular row is present here. So this is a way we can extract values from the table. And not only this, if you want the next row, which is nothing but 1, 2, 3, 4th row, you can use, instead of 3 here, just 4, because you need the data from the 4th row. And if you want the 5th row, you can use, instead of 3, 5 here, and it is very simple. And if you are worried about the first two, I mean the customer ID and the customer name, you can replace this value with 3, so that you will have the 2 values from that particular row. I think that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like this video, hit the like button, and if you want to get an alert when a new video is released to this channel, please subscribe it. Thank you. Have a nice day.